Hello, it's Domain Dave from Cheapwinefinder.com. Welcome. And today we have a wine that we've done actually every vintage since 2015 except for 2020 for some reason. And it's a brand that's been around for 38 years. Robert Parker, the king, the dean of wine critics, said it was one of the 3 or 4 best Chardonnay values in the world. I said that a while back, but what is it? It is the Lindeman's Bin 65 Chardonnay 2021 from Southeast Australia. And one of the amazing things about this is I bought it for $3.99. We're talking $2 chuck territory. And this is a wine that kind of delivers year in and year out. And one of the reasons I keep on every year doing one, every vintage, is I keep on expecting it at some point to disappoint. And it never does. Because, well, how could a decent $3.99 wine disappoint you, really? But I'm going to take a sip just to remember what I drank. One of the things I like about it too is that every vintage is a little bit different. This is not exactly a cookie cutter wine. What you remembered you liked about it one year, it might have been a hot year, and the next year was cooler, and it's a little leaner. The hot year was a little riper, and you get oak flavors, but not a lot of oak flavors. If you're someone who doesn't like oak in a wine, or in a Chardonnay, I should say, there's a good chance you will like this Chardonnay, the Lindeman's Bin 65, because it's more creamy, maybe a little honey. We're not talking that heavy-duty oak, just a little. And this 2021 vintage was probably picked March of last year, 2021. So it couldn't have been aged that long. And this is a young wine, which means when you buy it, take it home and drink it. You don't put this away for any length of time. There's no reason for it. Sooner the better. Took a sip. And it's just one of those wines. It's like, sometimes like Cheapwinefinder, Trader Joe's will have reserve wines that are bargains, but that's because they're getting somebody else's leftovers or, excess wine. And those wines are going to be cheaper. Negotiate wines, you're buying what's left over and you get it at a cheaper price, and then you bottle it yourself. And since you didn't have all the effort and the money to put into it and it's cheaper, you can sell it cheaper. This is a ongoing wine that every year they have to make another vintage. It doesn't have those advantages. This is like the ultimate party wine. If you're having a party at $3.99, it's five bottles are $20, on tax. But that's 4 glasses to a wine, to a bottle. You can actually have an anniversary party, a wedding party, a get together on the cheap, where people are going to be drinking something where they're all going to be talking and doing things and not really paying that much attention to what they're drinking. But they're going to like what they're drinking. It doesn't make a lot of sense to spend a lot of money on wine when people aren't paying attention. But when you have this kind of likable $3.99, actually, I bought it at Binny's. It's a huge store. It's like a Target full of beer, spirits, and wine. Like 1 month it's $3.99, the next month is $4.99. It kind of goes back and forth, and they sell a ton of it. This is the largest selling Chardonnay in Canada, at least it used to be. And it just tastes great. It's lean, it's sleek, it's got, I think it has enlees. You get that salty thing that usually means enlees. You get a little bit of vanilla in there, a little bit of honey maybe. You get maybe tangerine and apple and peach and pear and, a little touch of spice. It's $3.99 and you're getting everything you kind of look for in an inexpensive, drink it now, new modern style Chardonnay. Yeah, you could, is it my favorite? No, not in the whole world, but it's my favorite $4 Chardonnay, that's for sure. So that's it for me. I mean, this is maybe one of the best wine values I can think of. I know every so often you get a $2 chuck bottle that's really good. And the next time you get it, it's not so good. But this one for 38 years, I think we're going now, has been getting the job done. So there you go. I kind of think this is a wonderful wine, and I'll probably be doing the 22 vintage in a year from now. So that's it for me. Like us or like your podcast, if you will. It's like something everybody's always got to ask you, and I just did. So there you go. We got more wines coming up, or what are we doing? It's going to start warming up. I think we're going to get our first summer day tomorrow after rain all week. We're going to hit 80s, so it's going to feel like drinking some good wine. So we'll be writing some stuff, talking about it, and that's it for me. Adios. Keep it cheap. And bye-bye.